This is what I think short man syndrome is. The idea of this syndrome came to me when I was fucking around with some short ass men. I'll admit it. I was fucking around with some short ass men. But when things were ending with them, or I just wasn't on good terms with them anymore, is when I realized the huge shift. I told all my friends and everything about the things that the short men were saying, and they were like, wait, are they short? And I was like, yeah, why? And they're like, because it's giving short energy. So as soon as I heard short energy, I was like, holy fuck, this makes so much sense, because every short man I've dealt with has had this sass and like attitude about them that I've never experienced with any other tall man. It's so, I'm not trying to be rude. Like, I'm literally not trying to be rude whatsoever. I'm just saying, when I fuck around with short men, they have a sass and an attitude to them. Like, they are so cunty. It's like not even funny. I just really think short energy and short man syndrome is a thing. They just have a lot more sass and attitude. Here are some examples of the short man syndrome. Anytime I didn't give him what he wanted, or like what he wanted to hear, the sass was just insane. I would just be getting like the rudest text messages, like so out of pocket. It honestly felt like I was dealing with a girlfriend that I was just in a huge, massive fight with. Like, honestly, I feel like that's the way like Sissy and I text when we're in a fucking fight. I'm like, I cannot believe this bitch right now. And since I needed my stuff back, and I was like, hey, can I get my stuff back? And he was like, no. And he literally just like refused to give me my stuff back. And all of my friends were like, it's giving short energy. Like, there was no reason for him to like not give me my stuff back. I think he just wanted to be cunty. And I literally can't explain it besides the fact that he had short man syndrome. One time I told a short man I wasn't going to have sex with him, and we were like talking, and I was like, well, no, like I don't want to fuck you. And I have never seen a bigger bitch fit in my entire life than that moment when I told Short King that he was not getting this punani. I honestly think this behavior is just like a defense mechanism, probably because they were like picked on about their height their entire life, so they've carried that attitude with them throughout their entire lives. Listen, I think short men can be sexy. Like, I'm not like, ew, you know, like I'm not one of those bitches, but I just think once you don't give a short man what he wants, like, the sass is out to play. And that's when the short man syndrome comes into play, and they're super cunty and they're super sassy. I've just never dealt with the sassiness and the cuntiness that I've gotten from short men with taller men. Call me crazy or call me a fucking genius, but I know any woman that has dealt with a short man will know exactly what short man syndrome is. Honestly, I think there's no cure to short man syndrome. I think you just gotta let him be sassy. So if you or a loved one have been a victim of short man syndrome, leave it in the comments so we can trauma dump together, you guys, because I want to hear your experience.